Now I'd like to talk about things that one can do to improve the health and appearance of one's skin that don't involve taking anything or putting on any kind of ointment or serum or anything like that. And what I'm referring to is phototherapy. Now, at the earlier part of the episode, I talked about how different wavelengths of light, like UV light and long wavelength light, can penetrate skin to different depths, and some of the negative but also positive things that can do. So for instance, we talked about UV light mutating DNA in cells and potentially causing cancers, accelerating the aging process, and so forth. But as you also recall, long wavelength light, so-called red light, and near infrared light, which is even longer wavelengths of light, can penetrate deep into the skin tissue, so past that outer epidermal layer into the dermal layers of the skin, and can access the vasculature, the neurons, some of the glands located deeper in the skin, and of course, the cells there, like cells in the epidermis, I should point out, contain things like mitochondria, for which red light has been shown to be beneficial. Why? Red light and near-infrared light phototherapy has been shown to reduce reactive oxygen species and thereby to improve mitochondrial function in cells. And that in turn has been shown to be beneficial for all the different processes within cells that involve mitochondria, which of course include energy production, but a bunch of other things too. So when I say that phototherapy has been shown to be beneficial for cells of the body, it's not just cells of the skin. In fact, a Nobel Prize was granted in the early 1900s for the use of phototherapy for the treatment of lupus. So this is not a new technology. At the same time, while there are many studies exploring the use of phototherapy for improvement of skin health and appearance, most of those studies have fairly low sample sizes, but there are a lot of those studies. And fortunately, by now, there are a few meta-analyses and reviews that take into account lots of different studies using slightly different wavelengths of light applied to different portions of the face for different purposes, treatment of acne, maybe even putting red light, near infrared light on one half of the face to have a so-called within-person control to compare, the changes in skin or lack of changes in skin, as the case may be, between one side of the face and the other. I'll put links to some of these studies and some of the meta-analyses and reviews of these studies. One that I like in particular was published in 2018 entitled Light Emitting Diodes in Dermatology, a Systematic Review of Randomized Controlled Trials.